What up, though, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Chopping It Up with Uncle Chon True-Stories. Today is another Mo story. This particular day, Mo was a former friend of mine. And this particular day, we were sitting around my house, just chilling. And he gets a page from his aunt. He has an aunt who was a professor for the University of Michigan in Ann Arbor. Very prestigious university, very prestigious job. So she calls Mo and asks him what he's doing or whatever, and he tells her he's sitting up here with a friend. And so she asked, is the friend single? And he's like, yeah. And she was like, well, why don't y'all come down to my house? I got a proposition for y'all. So he hangs up the phone and he proceeds to tell me about his aunt. He tells me that she's a professor for the University of Michigan and that she kind of recycles husbands every 4 or 5 years. She gets these guys from Africa or the Caribbean and she gets married to them, and then after she gets tired of them, she divorces them and gets them deported or just away from her. So, he's like, yeah, ride down here with me to Ann Arbor with my aunt. Now, I like going to Ann Arbor because it's a very beautiful place to go. It's got a lot of little culture, and it's got some good eating places. And they've always been friendly with the marijuana. So, the police there wouldn't bother you back in the day. And so we used to go there all the time because he was originally from Ann Arbor. So he had a lot of friends there. So we would go visit there quite a bit. So we go and drive out to his aunt's house. Now, by her being a professor, I guess she's making a good salary, and she has this big house in this area, I guess, where the other professors live, or faculty or people like that. And it's a very nice house. So we pull up and we get out the car and we ring the bell. And this older black lady with like gray dreadlocks and a dashiki muumuu on comes to the door, and she greets him and he introduces her to me and she welcomes us in. And when we get in the house, she's got all this like African art and all this stuff you would expect like a professor for, a university to have. It kind of looked like a professor's house, what you would think. Got all these books and shit everywhere. And so she takes us into this den sitting area and asked us, do we want anything? We were like, no, we're fine. And then her husband comes out, her latest husband. I guess she had been married to him about 2 years, and he comes out and he's fucked up. He's drunk. He's visibly inebriated. Okay? Now, from what Mo had told me, that this is the way he was all the time. Because basically, what I got from sitting there and talking to his aunt and the guy is that this guy was incredibly lonely and he was kind of miserable. She was basically dominating this guy, he was like an immigrant, and he basically had to do what she say and dance to her music. And the only outlet that this guy had was drinking. Yeah, so he was sitting up there and he was just bubbling, drinking, and she kept sending him out the room. She wasn't talking to him very nice or nothing. So we're sitting there and she's got this big white cat. Now, anybody who knows me knows I hate cats. I can't stand cats. If I know you have a cat, 9 times out of 10, I ain't even gonna come to your house. I won't come in. I'll sit outside. I don't like cats. They don't like me. I've never had problems with dogs as I have cats. You could have the meanest, nastiest dog in the world. I'd rather deal with that than a cat, period. So she's got this big, huge white cat. This motherfucker's like 3 times the size of a normal cat. And this motherfucker's walking around like it owns the place. And I'm just hoping this motherfucker stays away from me. Please don't come near me, Mr. Cat. You don't bother me, I won't bother you. So what I do is I proceed to try to, ignore the cat. That's what I do if I get caught in a situation like that. So this woman actually called us there because what she does is she, and I'm not going to say her name. I don't know if she's retired because this was a long time ago. But she would try to hook guys up to get these girls from over in Jamaica and the Caribbean and Africa. So she would like get these girls over here and get somebody to marry them so they could stay. So this is the reason why this woman called us there. She wanted me and Mo to marry these women, two different women, so that they could stay in the country. And then she was telling us all this elaborate plan of how you get married, and then after so long you get a annulment or whatever, and she goes her way and you go your way, and she was gonna pay a certain amount of money. It was like, $10,000 or $20,000. I don't remember. And I had never been married before, and I was like, hell no, I ain't finna marry nobody I don't know. And she's showing us pictures of these bras, and they were nice looking or whatever, but no, I ain't finna marry this chick. What if it don't go like you say? What if she decides she wanna be married to me, and now I'm stuck with her? You know what I'm saying? I don't know nothing about this chick. She just looking at it as, this is how I'm gonna get them over here and so they can stay, and you guys, will make a little money. It was a business transaction to her, but I'm looking at it like, nah, with my luck, something will go wrong, and I end up stuck with some chick for the rest of my life or some shit, So she's explaining it, and I'm already in my mind like, oh, hell no. So while I'm sitting there, this cat is hovering around, and every time the cat get near me, I kind of move my leg a little bit so it'll leave me alone. It'll go off, and the cat is so big, and I really hate cats so bad. I just had to really take my mind off the fact that this cat was hovering all around, walking all through my legs. It's like a cat, when they know you don't like them, they just keep coming over and they want to mess with you. So I'm sitting there, and I look down, and the cat's like playing with my shoelaces, and I'm like, like trying to just slightly move my foot so the cat will leave me alone. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to ignore it. I'm just going to ignore the cat. So I'm sitting there, and I'm ignoring this cat, and next thing you know, I start feeling this pinch, and then the pinch is getting worse and worse and worse, and I look down, and this motherfucking cat is biting my ass. It's biting me on the ankle. And I jump up and I kick the shit out this cat. Bow! And it hollers and flies up in the air. And this woman jumps up and was just like, nigga, this is exactly what nigga, what the fuck wrong with you? I'm like, your cat was biting me. And I look and I roll my pants up, and it's like 2 little red spots there where this cat fangs had broke the skin on my motherfucking ankle. And she's like, you don't kick my cat? What the hell wrong with you? And she really starts cussing me out. And I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, your cat fucking bit me. I'm like, she didn't ask me, was I okay? She didn't ask me, did I want some peroxide or some alcohol or a Band-Aid or nothing. She starts cussing me out and talking about me kicking her cat. And basically, you know what? You can get the hell up out my house. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get out your house. And this is exactly what I told her. I said, and I'm not going to sue your ass. I said, I'm going to take it easy on you and not sue you. She was like, the motherfucking cat live here. You don't. So you can get out. I was like, okay. And she put us out and told Mo, don't never bring this black motherfucker over my house no more. And she slammed the door. Boom. And we got in the car and left. So that's the time when I got cussed out by a professor because her cat bit me. I hate cats. I hope y'all enjoyed the story. If you did, like, share, subscribe, comment. Peace.